Welcome to Intuitive Alchemy, the space where we turn cosmic and spiritual insight into practical, real-world healing. I'm Sydney, trained intuitive, energetic alchemist, and medical astrologer in training, and on Intuitive Alchemy, I get personal. We don't do surface level here, we go deep. No fluff, just the energetic shifts, raw stories, and grounded practices that actually change your life and activate your personal power. Now let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to Intuitive Alchemy. Today I'm going to have a little bit of a different kind of episode for you because this is actually something that I've been wanting to do for a little while and I just haven't done it. And so I love to consume these kind of episodes where people are just giving their recommendations for random things, whether it's a product that you buy or whether it's just like a practice or a ritual or something that you eat or drink, whatever, just things that they're loving right now. I love that kind of content. Like, give me a list and I am obsessed. Give me a 3 things to do for this or 5 things I use for this. I am all over that. And so I thought I would give you my own little version of that today. I made a list of just things that I am loving and that some of it I've been using for a long time. Some of it is more recent and some of it is just not anything super special or groundbreaking, but it's just like something that I just discovered that like actually works. So I just want to pass on the information just in case you, like me, also didn't know that it works. And actually I think we're gonna make it 14 things now because I just thought of something else. So 14 things. 13 sounded better, but anyway, we're gonna go with 14. Okay, so let's just jump into it. The first thing I have on my list that I have been loving is fluid bath soaks. And I may have mentioned those before, but I'm a big bath girly. I love, love, love to take a hot bath. And yes, I do mean hot. Like, I make it borderline too hot to where I'm like sweating. And so I had been doing this just with plain Epsom salt, like no scent or anything like that. And that is amazing and has incredible benefits like magnesium, and it's really good for actually repairing your gut lining and your mucous membranes in your body because you're absorbing the high levels of sulfate and magnesium transdermally through your skin. So amazing, like we love that. That's an OG, but a little upgrade, kind of like a little luxurious upgrade to make you feel a little bit more fancy is fluid bath soaks. And they have different ones for different like not ailments, but like I guess different things that you might be looking for or ways that you might be feeling. Like I got the one, I think it was called the like burnout bundle or something like that, but basically it came with 2 or 3 different of their formulations. One of them was SADS smashing, which SADS like seasonal affective disorder, like if you have seasonal depression or something like that. And there's actually a microdose of lithium in that blend, and so that's really good for like kind of that I guess depressive feeling that you can get. That's very common to get like in the wintertime, especially depending on where you live, or if you're like me, it can happen in the summertime because Phoenix is so fucking hot that you can't really go outside very much and get that vitamin D in the summertime. So love that. And then it also came with another one that was like fatigue fighting, which that was my main concern, was the fatigue that I had been experiencing. And it just smells so wonderful. It's kind of a strong scent. It is all natural and it's like essential oils and everything, so it's not like going to Bath and Body Works and putting that shit in your bath, which I would never recommend, ever, 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 ever. Please don't do that. That's just like a UTI waiting to happen, for one. Anyway, so yeah, I've been super enjoying that. It just adds an extra layer of luxury and kind of fanciness, and sensory stimulation to the baths that I take on a regular basis, and it makes my Taurus Venus placement very happy. So I actually do have a discount code for you on the Fluid. I don't on all of these things that I'm gonna share, I don't have like discounts or anything. I'm gonna link it all in the show notes just for easy access if you want to check out these things, but I definitely don't have any kind of affiliation with most of these brands, but I do have a few discount codes for you. But for the most part, it's literally just me recommending things that I love. So okay, next on the list, and I've talked about this many times before on the podcast, but I will continue to because it is life-changing. The Workout Witch courses, literally any of them, I would definitely recommend starting with her 30-day one where you release stress and trauma from your hips. It's 30 days of focus on your hips and your pelvic floor. And it is just life-changing. Like women especially, we carry so much trauma and stress in our hips. And so I had several emotional releases while I was working through that portion. I'm going to actually go back and do it again. I ended up upgrading. Once I bought the first course, I upgraded after that to the 5-course bundle because I was like, I just want to do all of it because I love it and I'm seeing so much benefit from it. Like it was just unlocking things that I didn't even know were stored in my body, but it made perfect sense. Like once the emotions started to move, I was like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, actually now that you mention it, I was holding that in for years and years. So, yeah, so I did the hip one, and then it moves through like back and shoulders and neck, and then jaw, and like there's a jaw release, and she has some stuff for like your core and your glutes as well, like strengthening. So anyway, highly, highly, highly recommend that. Somatic exercise and somatic movement is the way to go when it comes to regulating your nervous system, releasing, like I said, stored stress, trauma, trapped emotions in your body. You definitely want to take a body first approach at these things versus a mind first approach where if you think about if you're like, what is that? So if you think about talk therapy, that's a very intellectual, very heady mind first approach, when what we need to be doing is a body first. So a bottom up approach versus a top down approach. And that is something that I definitely intuitively knew that, but I am very much even learning that and solidifying my trust in that through the book that I'm reading right now, the Body First Healing book by Brittany Piper, which I believe I linked that in my last episode for you. So if you want to go grab that, I highly recommend it. It's easily readable. It is very, very readable, not dry and textbooky. So I do have a 10% off discount for the Workout Witch courses. You can use the code or the link on any of her products except for her monthly membership. That's the only thing that you can't use it for. So I've tried. I tried to use my own discount code for the monthly membership because I do want to join that, but I just haven't done it yet. But anyway, highly recommend that. And then next thing I've also mentioned before is the class, the workout website /app. They're just great workouts. They have a workout for every different possible kind of situation or mood that you might be in, like whether you're traveling or you're in a bad mood or you're PMSing or you want to tap into your intuition, you want to strengthen your arms, like literally you want to regulate your nervous system, you want to get out of your head and into your body, like any kind of anything like that, they have a class that is called the class for blah blah blah. And so it's very I would say it's very somatic in the sense that, well, of course, somatic just means like of the body or in the body, but it has a lot of parallels between like movements that are done in like qigong or in any kind of practice, like somatic practice, where you're moving energy or releasing energy. Like there's a lot of like shaking the body. Like sometimes in the class workouts, it'll just be like a whole song, like an upbeat song where you're just like shaking your body and kind of like bouncing up and down on your heels and just like moving intuitively to like get stuff that is stuck and stagnant moving and out of your body. And so I love that's built in to the workouts themselves. And then there's like some cardio, there's some Pilates inspired exercises or movements. There is amazing yoga. I love the yoga. I've taken more yoga than anything else on there, and it's truly like really, really good quality yoga, and I'm very picky as a student because I'm a teacher. So when I say it's good, I promise you it's good. Yeah, so I do have a code for you that if you want to use my link, you get a whole month free. So like literally you have nothing to lose. Why not just try it? Next on my list is, I'm a big skincare girly. I have, ever since, I was probably like 12 years old, I have washed my face twice a day, every day, no exceptions. I could literally be on my deathbed and I would still wash my face before I went to sleep, like I promise you. And it's like I'm kind of neurotic about it. So I am always like looking for and open for the best skincare for my skin type. And so I had to kind of make some changes whenever I moved from Oklahoma, like a very humid climate, to a very dry climate in Arizona. We don't really have much humidity here, which I'm not complaining about, but it does change your skin. And so I had to make some changes. I was having some like really dry skin. And so I had seen some stuff, like I never buy stuff from like the TikTok shop because I always, like, I just don't believe people. Like whenever you'll like scroll and you'll see, oh, there's a little orange link at the bottom of this video, like it means somebody is making a commission from the whatever product they're telling you that they swear by. And I just like 9 times out of 10 don't believe it. I'm like, bullshit, you just want to sell something. And like, I mean, I get it, but I am not going to trust that you say that this skincare serum is like literally the best thing since sliced bread. But I know that Korean skincare, like I've been hearing for years that Korean skincare is where it's at. And I mean, we can look at Korean women and see that their skin looks amazing. Like it is glass. It is so dewy and like translucent, and who doesn't want that? So I actually did buy the skincare set that was like going viral or whatever, and it's Medicube. It's a Korean skincare brand, and I bought it's like the pink set, which now I use a few other products outside of that specific line. Like it's still Medicube, but it's a different, like it's not the pink stuff. But so I bought that set on the TikTok shop, and I then just started, since then, like I've repurchased and repurchased and repurchased because I actually am so obsessed. I love it so much. It's like the best skincare line as a whole that I've ever used, to be honest with you. And it's super affordable. Like, it is not even close to what some of the stuff that I was using from like Sephora is. Like, I was using there for a while, I was using a Sunday Riley serum, which like I liked it, but it was like almost $100 for a bottle, you know, every couple months. And, you know, I just kind of mix matched what I was using. And so now I'm using like a comprehensive skincare line, which I think also helps it work because all the products like work together. But it's very affordable, and now what I do is I just get it on Amazon because I don't want to wait. Like, you know, I am impatient when it comes to like when I order something. Amazon has just made us all so spoiled. When I order something, I want it to be like here within 2 days, preferably like next day. And sometimes I just like don't realize that I'm almost out of something until I'm like, oh shit, I have no more. I need this like tomorrow. So I just get my stuff on Amazon now, and it actually is cheaper that way for the most part. And of course, it comes way quicker. So I'll link some of my favorite Medicube products. And again, like, it's no discount code. I'm just telling you what I like and what works super, super well for me and what I have purchased. Gosh, some of it I've purchased like 4 times now because it's that good, and I highly recommend it. Okay, next thing, mouth taping. If you don't tape your mouth when you sleep, what are you even doing? I know that sounds weird. I know you might be like, why the hell would I tape my mouth shut? What if I suffocate? I promise you, you won't suffocate. I promise you won't. And the tape that I use has a little slit in it to where if you needed to get a sip of water, like through a straw, you could, or you could also like breathe if you needed to. If your nose was stopped up or you needed to sneeze or whatever, you can open your mouth. It's not like you wouldn't, if you needed to just mouth breathe, like if you literally can't breathe through your nostrils at all and like you're sick or something or you have allergies, I would just not tape my mouth that night. I would just not waste it. But if, you know, like I said, you need to get a sip of water or you need to sneeze or you need to say something, you need to talk, you can. Or if you do just need to take a deep inhale through your mouth, you can do that still with the tape on your mouth. So I've been mouth taping for, years. I mean, it's been literal years. It's probably been almost 3 years or around 3 years. And it makes such a big difference. And I learned this, I read the book, it was called Breath by James, I think his name is James Nestor. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But the book is definitely called Breath. And it basically just talks about how we pretty much collectively breathe incorrectly. And the correct way to breathe is through the nostrils. There are no exceptions to that. Like, yes, there are different kinds of breath work that mouth breathing is used, and that's fine for like short term, but as a whole, we should be breathing through our noses only. And many of us, especially like back sleepers, which I am a back sleeper, we throughout the night, like, we'll end up with our mouth open. And of course that can cause like snoring. I don't snore, but I know, I mean, a lot of people do. Corey, my partner, does. And so it can definitely help with snoring. Also, something like, there are so many health ailments that are due to breathing incorrectly that you would never like think that has anything to do with it. One thing too, which is super interesting, that I found really interesting, is mouth breathing is actually the #1 cause of cavities, not sugar. Can you even believe that? Like, how you breathe has more weight on whether or not you get, is more of a determining factor on whether or not you get cavities versus how much like candy you eat or soda you drink. Isn't that wild? Yeah, it's so many things. And then also, like, it can help define your jawline, just kind of contour your face. There are so many things, so many benefits to actually breathing the way that we were designed to breathe, through our nostrils versus our mouth. And I have tried so many different tapes over the years, and they're definitely not all created equal. Some of them do not stick over like lip balm or skincare. Like if you have a super, like if you put a face oil or a heavy moisturizer or something, like some of the tapes won't stick over that. And so for me, like I definitely do. Like I load up my moisturizer, I put like a face mask that dries down, like it dries, but and then I put on a lip sleeping mask on my lips because I don't want to be waking up with dry, crusty lips. Hello. So I definitely wanted, it was very important to me to find a mouth tape that would stick over all of that, and I have done it. I tried and I liked the Skinny Confidential mouth tape, but like it's cute, it's pink and everything, but it's honestly just like fucking criminal how expensive all of their products are. I mean, especially when it's something like mouth tape. Like I mouth tape every single night. Like I don't ever want to have a night again where I don't tape my mouth. Like it just, at this point, it's comforting. It feels good. I sleep better. You sleep deeper because you're actually breathing correctly. I mean, it's just like literally, if I can't mouth tape, like I would not be happy. So $35 a month for mouth tape, that's just kind of a lot. I would rather be spending that money on something else that's a little bit more fun. And I don't really care at the end of the day if it's pink or if it's tan or if it's black or whatever. Like who cares? You can't even see it when you're sleeping, you know? So I actually found this other brand that is much more affordable. It's like $20 a month, and it actually sticks better. And it's literally made for like to go on top of skincare and lip balm or chapstick or whatever. It's literally made for that, like for sensitive skin and to go on top of your skincare. And it does have that little slit in there so that you can get a drink or whatever you need. And I love it so much. I've been using it for probably a year now at this point, this brand, or at least almost a year. So anyway, I do have a discount code for you on that. I think it's a 20% off discount. So you'll get it for like even less than $20, I believe. So definitely recommend trying that. I know it, if you've never taped, like a lot of people when they first hear that, they get scared and they're like, oh my God, what if I die? Like I swear to God, like your body is not going to let you die from like, you know how you can't drown yourself? Like your body will not let you like hold your head underwater. Like it will not let you drown yourself. It will not let you suffocate in your sleep because you're wearing fucking mouth tape. Like you'll wake up and pull it off, or you'll just open your mouth and breathe through the hole. So I promise you, it is not claustrophobic, it's not dangerous, it's not any of those things. So highly recommend trying it and breathing through your nose, which is the correct thing. Even if you think that you're not a mouth breather, I bet that you at least sometimes are, especially if you're a back sleeper, or a stomach sleeper. Okay, next on the list is instant hydration electrolyte sticks. I'm just like chronically don't drink enough water, and it's a problem. But I'm just like, I don't like to be going to the bathroom all day. And I also just like I'm not just typically that thirsty of a person. And so, but I do know that it's very important to be hydrated and to get your electrolytes and your sodium and your minerals and all of that. So I have been doing electrolyte sticks, and I know that the liquid IV is not that good for you because it has like sugar. I think there's like 11 grams of sugar or something in it, and I know it's just like not the highest quality of minerals and salt anyway. But here's the thing, I love cotton candy flavored things, and liquid IV has a cotton candy flavor and it's delicious. I love it so much. But what I found, because I was wanting to get like a better, healthier brand, so I found the Instant Hydration brand, which uses like French gray sea salt, and they just like use really, really high quality ingredients, which I love. And they have a cotton candy flavor, so that is what that made it onto the list. It might not be quite as sweet or whatever as the liquid IV, but it doesn't have 11 grams of sugar in it, so that's good. And if I want to add a little bit of extra sweet, then I would just put like a little tiny squeeze of my organic liquid stevia. So that's what I put in like my lattes, my matchas. I always, like, anytime I order, also just like pro tip, if you are someone who like doesn't want to drink your calories and you don't want to like consume copious amounts of sugar like me, carry around a little squeeze thing of liquid stevia or monk fruit or whatever, not Splenda or aspartame, obviously. And whenever you order your drinks, get it unsweet, or have it like, say that you don't want classic syrup in it and add your own sweet. Like that actually is a huge hack. Like I'll always order like an unsweet tea and I'll add my stevia, or I'll order a latte or a matcha with no classic, then I'll just add my own, because like why do I need those calories and that sugar? Like I don't. So anyway, that was a little bit off topic, but yeah. Instant hydration electrolyte sticks, cotton candy flavor. They have a bunch of flavors, but I of course went for the cotton candy. And I do have a discount code for you, and I will, or a discount link for you that will be in the show notes if you want to try it out. I think it's like actually a really good discount code too. I want to say it was like 40% off or something, so you definitely want to try that. Okay, this next thing is free, and it's just like a platform that I've been absolutely obsessed with for the last several months, and it's Notion. So this might not be new to you, but it was new to me. I just like didn't know about it, or I had heard of it, I think, but I didn't really know what it was. And somehow, I don't really know how, I just like saw something about it and I was like, oh, okay, let me try that. Because I have always wanted to be like a planner girly, like a physical planner, like how people, this might be super niche, but like at least where I was from, the like Erin Condren planners were so popular. Like people would like, you would get like stickers, and it was almost like scrapbooking, but it was like a planner, and you would just like decorate it, and you would get a new one every year, and like that would be like your whole like life and your calendar, and everything would be in there. And I always like I liked the idea of that, and I wanted to do that, but that's just like not me. Like I would do it for like a month or less, and then it would just like, I would not ever do it again. And so it wasn't really worth it for me. Like the money was not worth it, and they weren't cheap. They were like $100 for those stupid things. So anyway, however, I do like to have kind of an ongoing task list or a to-do list, or just a way for me to stay organized on the day-to-day of like things I need and want to get done, or even like longer term things of like, here's just a queue of things that I want to do but like aren't necessarily urgent, or like here's a bunch of links that I want to go back to and read or research or whatever, but like I'm not going to do it right now and I'm not going to do it this week. And so Notion is basically just like a platform. It's like a workspace platform. You can use it for so many different things. Like I have a dopamine menu on there. I have like a weekly to do. I have a long-term like to-do queue list ongoing, like I just mentioned. I've got like a health tracker, a habit tracker. There's all kinds of things, and they have like a bunch of templates that like random people have just created and like shared for free, so you don't have to like create all of this formatting yourself. So that's super cool. And yeah, I love it. I use it every single day, and it really just helps me stay a little bit more organized, and so that way I can be like flowy and feminine and still also get things that I need to get done. So I definitely love Notion. It's very easy to use. I use it very like simply, but I know that there's also capability to make it super sophisticated and like robust as well, depending on how much, I guess, work you want to put into it, or how familiar or comfortable you are with developing things like that, or just using the templates that are provided. So I will link that. Of course, it's free, so it's literally just me recommending it to you. Okay, next thing. Okay, this is for the natural deodorant girlies. Because, you know, we don't need to be putting aluminum and all of that shit into our armpits, which is literally right there with some really significant lymph nodes right in our armpit area. So I have been using this natural deodorant for a few years now. It was on Shark Tank and Corey and I love Shark Tank. Like, oh my gosh, so sad that Mark Cuban's not going to be on there anymore. But anyway, so this deodorant was on Shark Tank, and Barbara made a deal for it, and it's called Curie deodorant, Curie. And I just love it. Like, I actually am obsessed with it. I've tried so many of the natural deodorants, and most of them just flat out don't work, or if they do, they give me a rash. So it's like, okay, if it works, it ends up irritating the shit out of my armpits, and if it doesn't irritate me, it just like doesn't work and I stink. So this is like the first one. Like, native deodorant actually did work for me, but after a while it always would end up with me having like a really red irritated rash on my armpits, and like we don't want that, and it would burn, and it was just like not good. So I don't know if it was like the baking soda that was in it or what, like I don't know. But anyway, Curie has never given me a rash. It actually works. Something to note, though, is any natural deodorant is a deodorant, not an antiperspirant. So that means that it is not going to stop you from sweating. You are still going to sweat, and that is a good thing. We do not want all of those toxins and everything like staying stuck in that area where those lymph nodes are. We want to get it out. So sweating's not bad, but we don't want to stink. So that is the thing. Like, if you're trying a natural deodorant for the first time and you're like comparing it to your like Degree or Dove or Secret aluminum deodorant and antiperspirant, this is not going to be the same. Like, just, you need to adjust your expectations. I'm just letting you know, you're still going to sweat, girl. You are still going to sweat. But Curie actually does really, really work for me, and I love it so much. They actually do sell it at Walmart and at some Targets, and you can get it on Amazon as well, but or their website, of course, but their website has like $7 shipping, so I don't ever order it from the website. They just released a new scent, and it's called Cherry Woods, and I love it so much. Like, as soon as I got the email that they were releasing that scent, I was like, oh my god, I'm literally ordering that right now, because that sounds like it smells so good, and it does. I love it. But before that scent came out, I either used the coconut one or the Santal Santal Sage, I think is what it's called, and it smells really, really, really good. It's like it could be man or woman, like it's unisex. It's not super masculine and it's not super feminine. It just like is right there in the middle, and I like scents like that. So yeah, I highly recommend their deodorant. I love it so much. I don't have any kind of code or anything for you, but I will just link it in the show notes, so you can check it out if you're looking for a better deodorant. And on that same vein, I just also recently discovered, so okay, backstory. Whenever you are doing a lot of like energy work or transformation or alchemy or energy healing, like anything like that, like you're moving through something energetically, it's very common to have a period of time where you are like quite literally stinking, and like you're detoxing physically, both energetically but then it turns into physical, and you like start to have some BO that you don't usually have. And that is a fact. Like, that is something very universal within the spiritual community. And I mean, it's happened to me. It has happened to like all of my spiritual friends. They have literally texted me and been like, what? Why am I smelling like this? And it's just an energy detox thing, and it's a thing, and I don't know, that's just what it is. So whenever you're going through something like that, it really doesn't matter like what deodorant you use, you're still gonna stink. And so something that I have started doing, because I was moving through a little season where I was like, man, I'm just like kind of smelly, and I'm not usually like, I don't sweat a whole lot, I don't have really bad BO, like I'm just not a very smelly person typically, but I like was smelling pretty bad. And so what I did was I got an antibacterial bar soap to use for my armpits, because the whole reason like that you ever smell, like your armpits or whatever ever smell, is because of the bacteria. It's not the sweat itself, it's the bacteria. And so I was like, okay, let me just like, if it's the bacteria that smells, then what if I got like an antibacterial soap? Would that help? So it was like a little experiment, and sure enough, I can confirm that for the last several days my armpits have been nice and fresh, and like it's been great. And so I literally just got on Amazon and like searched antibacterial bar soap, and I picked the one. Like, I try at all costs to not get products that have artificial colors or dyes or like unnecessary shit in them. And so I just like found one. The brand is Safeguard, and it's like, it's white, and it is scented, but it doesn't have like a bunch of shit in it. And it was literally, I kid you not, on Amazon, it was like $1.52 or something for 2 bars. Like, it was literally less than $2 for 2 bars. So I'll link that just in case you want to try it. It certainly can't hurt. And I actually scanned it. So this next thing I'm going to tell you, like, this all kind of goes together. So I have this app that I use to scan the barcodes of different like beauty products and stuff like that, skincare and beauty products, to see how toxic it is or how healthy it is for you. Like it gives it a rating. And so I used this app to scan the Safeguard soap, and it got like a good rating. So it's like not bad. So anyway, the app is called Yuka. It's Yuka, and I have been using this for a couple years now. It's just really helpful. Like it's free. You can pay for it, but I just have the free version. And like I will literally be at like Target or somewhere, and I'll just be scanning like, okay, like let's say I'm buying a new body lotion or a new body wash or shampoo or moisturizer or face cleanser, like whatever it is. I will scan the barcode of the product, and it will tell you this is excellent or this is bad or whatever. It'll give you a score, and it'll tell you why. So it will literally, you can click on the little arrow, and it will tell you every ingredient that is moderately risky or low risk or totally clean and healthy, or outright like bad and harmful. So I love that app. It's super fun too. I mean, sometimes it's actually disappointing because you're like, oh my God, this product is marketed as a clean product, and it's actually not. Like whenever you scan it, you'll be like, shit, this is actually like a 38 out of 100. It's not good. And so it's pretty enlightening, pretty eye-opening, but I definitely recommend it. So I will put that in the show notes for you. Next on the list is a drink. Who doesn't love a fun little drink, little beverage, non-alcoholic? It is Cove probiotic soda, which, as we know, like Poppy and Olipop and all of those, like they're having their moment. They're delicious, but for me, I had to stop drinking Poppy because it's a prebiotic soda, and it has apple cider vinegar in it, and it's like very acidic for your teeth. It's like very acidic on your teeth. And for two, I was having like one a day, and the apple cider vinegar just like wasn't the greatest thing for me, and the prebiotics at that time, like for my gut, weren't the greatest thing, so I had to stop drinking it. And Olipop is the same thing, like it's a prebiotic soda as well. I think they used to be marketed as probiotic, but then they like got sued because it didn't actually have like probiotics in it. I don't know. So there is actually this relatively new soda that is very similar in the sense that it's very low calorie. It's actually lower calorie than both Olipop and Poppy. Like the can I have right now in front of me is the Dr. Cove, so it's like the Dr. Pepper one, and it's 5 calories and 0 sugar. So, and it's organic. So that's the other part of why I love it. It is actually organic, and those other ones like Poppy and Olipop are not. So the fruit juices that they have in there could still have like traces of or more than traces of like glyphosate or something potentially. This is organic, and it's lower calorie, it is lower sugar, and it has every single can has 1 billion CFU of probiotics, and it's a spore-based probiotic, which is in my opinion the best kind, and in many medical professionals' opinion the best kind. That's anytime I've ever gone to like the naturopath or any kind of a gut health specialist or practitioner, nutritionist, they always recommend a spore-based probiotic. So that is what is in this. It's actually the actual strain is Bacillus subtilis DE111, if you are familiar, if that means anything to you. So it's really delicious. I think there's only been like one flavor that I didn't absolutely love, just because it was like kind of strong, of like a cherry flavor, and I just didn't love it. But yeah, I love like the root beer, the cola, the Dr. Cove, the green apple, the grapefruit. It's just really freaking good. So they sell it at Sprouts, Target, Whole Foods. I don't know. I don't know where else they sell it. Those are the three places that I get it. So keep an eye out. It's really yummy. I will find a link somewhere and share it with you just in case you want to look at it. But I would just go buy them individually and just try the different flavors if you're interested. Okay, the next thing is I have been loving sipping on some bone broth, like some hot bone broth in a mug with some ghee in it. Or you could just put regular butter as well, but I like to put ghee, which is clarified butter. And so I just like put a little bit of salt, a little bit of like really high quality salt, a little bit of ghee, maybe like half a tablespoon of ghee, and then like 8 ounces of bone broth. I have been doing organic chicken bone broth, but I mean beef would be really good too. And it is just so comforting and warm and like very flavorful, and it does have a lot of collagen protein. I think a cup of it has like 10 grams of collagen protein, and so that's super good for your gut, like incredibly good for your gut lining. It's good for your skin. It's good for like everything. It's just it's like probably, aside from like organ meats, it's probably the most nutrient dense thing you could consume, aside from eating like straight up liver, which like most of us don't have the stomach for. At least I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, next thing is a book that I just read, a fictional book that I just read, and it was just so good that I want to tell you about it. So it was called Just the Nicest Couple. It's like a psychological thriller, like a mystery, where the whole time you're like, oh my God, who did it? Like, what is he dead? Like, who did it? So good, and literally had me guessing up until the end. Like it was one of those where you don't find out like truly what all was going on and what all happened until the end, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. I had a few guesses, but that wasn't one of them. And so yeah, it was really good. Like I read every single day. And this one, I just like breezed through that book because it was so good, and I just never wanted to put it down. So super, I think, okay, so wait, who's the author? Mary Rubica or something. I will definitely link the Amazon. I read it on my Kindle, but I'll link the book on Amazon in the show notes. It was so good. And last but not least is this community that I'm a part of on School. It is Jamie C's community called the Broadcast Room. And if you're not familiar with Jamie C, I totally recommend, like, if you are a female entrepreneur, if you are, wanting to, either you already have a business or you're wanting to create like a brand or be a content creator or a podcaster or anything like that, her community and just like really her content in general, even just on Instagram, is so good for like visibility wounds and nervous system regulation as it relates to visibility. And also she talks a lot about wealth energetics, like how to hold larger amounts of wealth, because obviously if our nervous system doesn't believe that it's safe, it's going to block us from actually being able to hold larger amounts of income or visibility or whatever. And so her broadcast room is essentially all about 4 different archetypes of like content creators. Like, what is your energy type? What is your communication style? What is your archetype for creating content and sharing your message, whatever it may be and whatever your niche may be. And it's really, really helpful. And she just has a lot of teaching on creating content in the most authentic way for you, and doing it in a really like nervous system regulated way, and just above all in your way, like that honors you and your voice and your purpose, and you're not trying to like sound like someone else. And I don't know about you, but that can be hard sometimes, especially when you're like on social media and you're scrolling and you're seeing all these other people do it their way, and you're like, well, that looks like I like that. Maybe I should try it like that. But then if that might not be your archetype, like that might not be the content that is most authentic for you or the most effective for you. And so she just has a lot of support around that, a lot of modules and a very interactive, detailed workbook to go through that. And you could make this work for literally any niche, industry, whatever that you have. And I just like highly recommend it. It is so affordable as well. It's only $27 a month. And every single time she does like a live call or a Q&A or a new module drops, because she drops new modules every single month and she has live calls every month. Every time I watch them, I'm like astounded at the value for only every time. I'm like, I can't believe this is only $27 for all of this, because it is so much more valuable than like other things that I've paid more money than that for. So highly recommend joining that. I will put the link to that community in the show notes. If you want to check it out, you can take the quiz for free to see like what your archetype is. And it's super good. I will be in there for the foreseeable future. I love it in there. So I would love to see you in there. Okay, that was my 14 things. I'm pretty sure it was 14, unless I counted wrong. But that's my things that I'm loving. And let me know if you enjoyed this episode. I know it was totally different than what I'm typically doing, which is teaching on like astrology or talking about a personal experience or something like that, something very spiritual. But I like I said, I like this kind of content. I love to get recommendations from people who I trust and who I know are gonna tell me what actually works versus just like what they're trying to get a commission from. So this is just my list of things that I truly use and love, and I hope that you also love them if you try any of them. And I will talk to you on Friday. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. If this episode sparked something in you, share it with a friend who needs it. Take a screenshot, post it to your Instagram story, and tag me at Intuitively Sydney. That's SIDNEY. I would love to see who's tuning in so I can connect with you and celebrate you. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next Tuesday.